What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Yes, we are live here on Sunday at the 1 p.m. hour as we have some breaking news. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is kind of crazy. It got my mind all a little messed up. Deshaun Watson would be open to a trade to the Miami Dolphins, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. An actual player would be open to coming to Miami, and it's not just any player. It is Deshaun Watson. I gained a lot of respect for Deshaun Watson. I'm one of these firm believers that you're not an elite quarterback until you do. You put up numbers and you perform well with not as much around you to help. And shockingly enough, this was the year where Deshaun Watson was able to prove that he can still play at an elite level without having everything around him. Now, it didn't translate to W's because in large part due to an incompetent coach. But at the same token, he put up the numbers, he balled out, and didn't even have greatness just surrounding him in every facet of the game. But yes, he's open to coming to Miami. This is a loaded conversation, guys. Like, a lot of people want him in Miami. A lot of people are like, oh, we got to do this deal. Man, it's like, I get it. It's like you got a chance to get Watson and you got to do it. But Life's a Gamble said, I truly hope it goes down. Watson for Tua and 18th pick. That's the thing, Life's a Gamble. It's going to cost a whole lot more than Tua in the 18th pick. You know, you might want to add another first-round pick on top of that. But at the same token, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually one of the individuals that you know, I'm not 1,000% on board with it. Like, okay, he's a great talent. Bring Watson in. You know, you can't lose. It's an add. It's a plus. You know, at least you know you have an answer right away. This is a franchise quarterback. You know, but there are cons that come with it. You know, and as Hunter Kibblin is stating right now, $40 million would eat up too much cap. That's the biggest con for me, the money. Now, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, this year, 2021, his salary is only going to be $16 million. 2021, the salary is only $16 million. Now, in 2022, it's going to be $40 million. In 2023, it's going to be $42 million. And then it starts to go down in 2024 to $37 million. In 2025, it's $32 million. But here's the thing. In 2024, you have an out. If you want to get out of the contract, you only lose $5 million and you save $32 million. So the real bullet to eat on this contract is 2022 and 2023 because both of those years are at $40 and $42 million. Next year is actually a steal, only $16 million. It's a steal, ladies and gentlemen. So it's tough, man. You would literally be okay with eating the salary for 2022 and 2023. Outside of that, it's a perfect deal. But you would have to be okay with eating the salary in those years. And I'm not sure, y'all. That's where the problem is. It's the money and how much are you going to have to give up to get them? Now, also, let's talk about the Miami Dolphins into this because I'm actually going to stream this Baltimore-Tennessee game. I'm going to start the stream in the second quarter. So we got about 25 game minutes to finish this conversation. But listen, you also have to think about the Miami Dolphins organization. They are not going to overspend, ladies and gentlemen. The organization is not going to overspend. To get this deal done, you'd have to overspend in draft capital. Number one, they'd have to be paying a quarterback average $40 million a year. And number two, they'd have to give up a lot of our future draft capital that's supposed to be pieces to make this roster better. So I'm one who feels like the Miami Dolphins, being the sneaky team that they are, they will make an offer for Watson. Let's get that straight first and foremost. not only will they make an offer for Watson, but they're going to keep it tight-lipped. This is going to be an offer that they actually agree with them. Hey, let's make sure that we're not talking about it. Let's make sure that we're not putting this out there, because just to hear that Miami is officially in talks with Houston, oh my gosh, if it doesn't work out, that's terrible for Tua, man. That's terrible for Tua in his future. If they're in talks with Watson and it doesn't work out, that's not good for their future with Tua. So in order to even have the conversations, they have to keep this tight lip. You don't want, because think about it, it's already too many questions about him, Tua, right now. Half the fan base don't even want him. And it would not set a good precedent for them to know that you have shopped the Deshaun Watson. All right. So I know, though, Miami will make an offer, but what y'all have to understand is Miami makes offers for tons of people in this league, and they just do it to see if a team would be like, oh, okay, I'll consider it, But it's not going to be near, the offer isn't going to be nearly what Houston would accept. It won't be near what Houston would accept. But if they accepted the not near what they would accept, we'll make the deal. It's just like the reverse of the Tunsil deal. They didn't want to trade Tunsil, but for that, oh, okay, we couldn't have imagined it would have been like this, but let's do it. So if they make a short deal for Watson and they're like, okay, let's do it, they're going to be shocked and be like, oh, okay. So really, ladies and gentlemen, that's what it comes down to, okay? Again, and this isn't coming from the Dolphins. This isn't even coming from Houston. This is coming from Deshaun Watson's camp, someone close to his camp, from what I read, okay? So none of this is in stone. I know people are getting up at it. I know ESPN reported it, one of his close sources. That's all good, but at the end of the day, time will tell. Time will tell, We'll know more after these playoffs, and you're going to have these conversations that's heating up all the time. Right now, I am for keeping Tua Tagovailoa, continuing on the plan that we set in place, and if the right deal comes, we'll pull the trigger, but I don't see how this could ever be the right deal. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd have to give up more than we would want to, okay? So follow me on that. Don't get all bent out of shape because of a report. It feels good to know that a player would, because he has a no trade clause in his contract. That means he would be waiving that just to come to Miami. And it feels good to know that he wouldn't mind coming to Miami. That's a great thing. That means we're making progress. But for right now, it is what it is. Don't get too caught up into this, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have more as time goes. So I don't want y'all to get all bent out of shape and go crazy about it. Listen, it's nothing right now. This is nothing but talk and speculation and conjecture. Listen, we'll know as time goes, okay? All right. And another thing, I just don't believe in quarterbacks making over $40 million. Guess who proved me to be right last night? Guess who proved me to be right yesterday? Let me put it like that. Russell Wilson. What have I been telling y'all for 3 years now about Russell Wilson? I said he will be good enough to take his team to the playoffs every year, and they will lose in the first or the second round every year ever since he got his big deal. The second big deal he's on now, actually. And since his rookie deal, he has had no playoff success, ladies and gentlemen. Can we start to call a spade a spade? Like, can y'all start to realize, I was correct on this? Shout out to Life's a Gamble said, let's trade the farm, TD. Let's trade all 3 picks, first round picks from last year, then give up the 18th pick and 1 second round pick. So you want the Dolphins to look like Houston looked this year. See, some of y'all ain't thinking about that. It was the same Watson over there in Houston doing great things, but you want to trade the farm, so you want the Dolphins to look like Houston looked this year. Come on now. Think about it. I mean, the defense is better, but how long can you maintain this defense with that kind of salary? Got to think about it. Deshaun Wilson said, what would you be willing to give up? I'd be willing, first of all, Tua got to be out of there if you're going to trade for Watson, okay? I'd be willing to give up Tua. I'd be willing to give up a 2022 first round pick. And I'd be also willing to give them their second round pick this year back. That's about it. I want my number 3 this year regardless, because if you're going to bring in Watson, why not give him the best protection he can have? That's what they invested in. So go ahead and still keep number 3 and try to get your boy Penei Sewell, excuse me. And you still got some capital to bring in some weapons still. So that's what I would do. That's all I would give up. Next year's first round pick and give them their second rounder back this year. I still keep my 2 first this year. I might even consider throwing in the second for next year. So Tua, first rounder next year, this year and next year's second round pick. But I still keep both first round picks this year. I mean, that's a first and 2 seconds plus a first round quarterback, Tua, number 5. So that's what I'd be willing to give, but I'm not giving up no 3 first round picks and more. No, it's not going to work. All right. Then we had another donation. Let me see. Oh, maybe, but I don't see it. Hold on. Oh, there it is. What if we can keep pick 3 this year? We would always trade down and regain future first. Yeah, I agree. But that's the goal, trying to keep number 3 this year. That would be very important to keep number 3. All right. To that would be satisfying to be able to maintain number 3. Owen George said in this video title, for real, give us your prediction for playoffs. Any thoughts on Titans, Ravens, and Steelers, Browns? I got the Titans winning the game. I have the Browns beating the Steelers, and there you have it. I got Titans and Browns advancing. All right. Everybody got Baltimore for some reason. I just don't see it. It's going to be a good, hard defensive fought battle. But again, here's how I look at it. Ravens are going to try to stop Derrick Henry. The Tennessee Titans are going to try to stop the run game of Baltimore. If both teams are successful, I'd bet on Tannehill's arm over Lamar Jackson's arm any day of the week. That's how I look at it. It's that simple. This game is going to come down to Lamar Jackson's arm because they're not going to let them run regular running in this game. He's going to have to literally be Brady today. And I also, what a catch and a throw. Y'all seen A.J. Brown, Tannehill? See, that's what I bet on. Lamar Jackson ain't doing that. He ain't even got no weapons to do it, honestly. He got Hollywood Brown, but he been dropping the ball, so look at this. Tight coverage in a window, still threw the ball, made the catch. That's the thing of beauty right there. Perfect throw, actually. Defender couldn't play it any better than that. So that's why I got Tennessee in this game. It's not about Derrick Henry's run game. If you can stop it. Long as Tennessee stops their run, Lamar Jackson versus Tannehill from arm, it ain't even close. It's not even close. So that's what I got. Anywho, but yeah, man, like I said, that's what it is. I'm gonna actually start the Tennessee Ravens stream. I'm gonna stream the play-by-play of that game. Pretty much right now. In like 5 minutes, I'll be live on this game. I'll be calling play-by-play. So if y'all want to come hang out, talk, answer, ask questions, whatever, come hang out. I'll be right here. All right. Missed y'all the last 3 days. Honestly, Thursday, my wife wasn't feeling well. She didn't feel well at all. She was a little, just worn. So, I told her, hey, you want to go to your favorite place? You want to drive down 3.5 hours to Miami? So she was like, oh, really? Yeah, absolutely. So we packed up Thursday evening and drove to Miami. So y'all saw me in the car when we on the AFC East roundtable. We had just actually got to Miami when I was live in the car. So we spent 3 days down south, the rest of Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and we got back late last night. So just wanted, she in school, she and all of that, so she a little worn. I just wanted to get her a little R&R. So that's why I wasn't live. That's why I took those days just for her, give her all the attention that I possibly could. And family. Y'all know what time it is. So Had to take care of the lovely wife. But it's TD FinStalk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. I will see y'all in just a little. I will be live for this game. Tannehill out here picking Baltimore apart. And it's sad, though. I'm going to be honest. The whole league. Baltimore winning this game. It's Tannehill. Last year, he only put up 90 yards. If I'm looking at it right now, he probably already at 60. So, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter. I see him having a big day today. Big day. But I'll be commentating the game and y'all see. All right. Derrick Henry's the one that probably won't have a great day. But anyway, this TD FinStalk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. See y'all in a few minutes on the live stream for Tennessee versus Baltimore. Love y'all. Peace.